Good afternoon, freedom fighters. It is 1:57 p.m. East Coast time, April 18th, 2026. I just want to take a brief moment and show you the very unusual storms I see in Oklahoma and Texas through the morning. Very powerful microwave energy beams. But watch how this line here looks like a microburst, but this pops up a line of storms and then it's three identical storms in a row here. Another one coming. Just very unusual to me. Someone that's watched the weather his entire life because the commercial fisherman's life depends on it. But we'll zoom in on Oklahoma here. Some very intense, what I call energy beams or direct energy weapons, superheating the atmosphere, in my opinion. These NEXRAD radar systems can reach out over 200 miles. Why are they so close together? 50, 75 miles apart. I know the curvature of the earth, they need quite a few of them to cover everything, but these are weather controlling technologies. Truly powerful technologies has been put up around us, and nobody has any real idea what it does because they won't tell us. But watch this microburst come through, energizing the atmosphere, superheating it, just like daytime heating would. But I've never seen storms pop up like this. It could be super dangerous. Very fast movers too. Lots of chemtrail activity in the southeast today. It's just amazing how that pops up. And you can really see the energy being activated and deactivated as it's needed. See how they activated on this side and not on this side? Truly evil people controlling some incredible technologies. And we're silenced on every level. They do not want this out to the public. They have us arguing over so much stuff it truly doesn't matter. Well, let's look at the chemtrail activity. This is 8 a.m. East Coast time, 7 a.m. in Louisiana. Yeah, I want to start here in Alabama. It's very intense. Chemtrail in Georgia. Very distinct lines, crisscross pattern. They love the X. Very heavy in Georgia. You can see it starting in Louisiana, where I'm going to soon start working for. Hopefully, if I can get my license. Just waiting on the government to reopen. They've been 9 weeks closure right now, the longest in history, partial closure. Very heavy chemtrails over Louisiana, Alabama, and Georgia. Seeing another fire from going offshore. I could see the smoke coming up. Yesterday, my buddy said they had a brush fire out to the east. But here's the line of weather we were watching. Let's go back a little bit when it formed. It just formed out of nowhere. It doesn't come from anything. There's the microburst line. Zoom in on it a little bit. That blue line's that microburst, that wind or the energy. Not sure if it's wind. Usually it's wind. And it just blows up. Instantly dumping very heavy rain, and I can only imagine the tornadoes. They're going to create storms this year like we've never seen. I say that every year, but it is getting worse and worse as their technologies are getting better. Gonna be glitchy, ain't you? But almost 2 million acres were scorched in Canada last year, which I'm not seeing yet. They started very early last year. But north United States is almost at 2 million acres, which is already a 10-year high. It's only glitchy when I record. Here comes daylight. The line there is daylight. Daybreak, excuse me. But you can see the ripples. Very intense ripples. Very sad how they have everybody hypnotized, whether it's football games, politics, why they destroy everything I care about. I care about nature. I care about the planet. Yep, it's only glitchy when I'm videoing, isn't it? They don't want y'all to know the truth, my friends. That's dangerous to their democracy. Remember the Mockingbird thing where all the some heavy trail in there, where all the news anchors, no matter which ones, they were all repeating the same thing over and over again. It's quite eerie. Don't hear a bird outside. They used to wake me up when I was a kid. They were putting a thing out on Bay News 9 about worrying about mosquitoes during rainy season. We're at a 26-year drought, not 26 years of drought, but the largest drought in 26 years. I haven't seen a mosquito here in my yard, and we live on an island in a bayou that used to be amazingly difficult to go outside in the evening times. Sunset line. I've seen a little bit of ship activity offshore out here too, it seemed like. Especially a couple of days ago. I want to show you a little bit how they're playing us, and even YouTube is being glitchy here. I don't know. They don't like it when I record for whatever reason. My system doesn't. I used to not have a problem, but just like my phone, with every update, it gets dumber and dumber. It cannot do a talk to text correctly anymore, and I used to have to write paragraphs with it. But this is all the media, all the stations repeating the same thing, not to trust people like us and what we're saying. Only get your information from them. Check this out. It's a minute and 38 seconds.
Hi, I'm Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our Treasure Valley communities, the El Paso, Las Cruces communities, Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
we are concerned about troubling, irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
Plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's been very glitchy, which I don't get. Never had an issue with it. Let's try it again. Okay, it seemed like it loaded this time. I had to disconnect my internet and restart it. Look into the eyes of people that's being paid off to lie to you. Really disgusting to me. I haven't watched the news since 9/11 when they realized they were lying to us. So who did all that to us? So many of our people still believes the narrative, and it's so not. None of it's real. None of it's true. I mean, very real, but very untrue. Who's doing what? just like today. But check it out, 1 minute and 38 seconds. Sorry about the replay.
Hi, I'm Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
We are concerned about troubling, irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish fake stories simply aren't true without checking facts first. Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 Can't remember how many years ago it was, but there was a German reporter that came out and said that he's lied to the public his entire career. And a few weeks later, he had a massive heart attack. Imagine the heart attack gun was involved in that one. We're being lied to, my friends, about what these technologies are truly here for. But don't know what else to do with it. They're not letting us sell it because these are their platforms. Commercial fishermen standing by. I'm gonna let y'all go. Thank you for joining me. Just trying to show the truth that we are being fooled in every way. Just like Mark Twain said, it is easier to fool the people than convince them they've been fooled. Standing by.